Hi guys. Now what I want to talk about today is I've been thinking about how energy prices are rising, right? So a lot of nations are deciding to use fossil fuels again. Now I am not a climate activist. I am not, I'm not going to talk about climate change. I'm not that's not what I'm going to talk about today, because that is there's debates on both sides to all of that. What I'm actually going to say to you is that you think of the earth, right? The earth has been formed, right, over millions of years, yeah? And the earth has sustained itself through being made up of all this rock inside, yeah? And molten rock, gases, and all of that inside, yeah? The earth is formed. Now, what happens when you start chipping away at all that rock and taking all that gas out of the planet that has sustained itself and formed based on all of that? What happens? Now, I believe that it then makes the earth unstable. That would be logical, because if you take the example of a house, if you start taking bricks out of your house, eventually you make the house unstable, and eventually that house falls in on top of you. Now, it doesn't matter how many tons or how much millions of litres of gas there are or any of that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much there is, because if you keep going and keep going and keep going, then eventually it's going to be unstable. Eventually we are going to be in shit street as a country. Now, am I saying renewable energies are fully developed? No. Am I saying that renewable energies are, comparable to fossil fuels? No, I'm not. But I'm also saying that the only way to actually develop renewable energy and make it to a point of usability, and to be fair, it's not even about solar panels and wind turbines. It's not even about that. It's about batteries. It's about storing the energy. That's what it's actually about. It's not about placing more solar panels. It's not about placing more wind turbines, because that's just generating electric. But that's not the whole thing, because you don't just want to generate electric to use on demand. What you actually want to do is you want to store the energy in batteries and then use that energy at the batteries when you need it. So I think a lot of people, when they talk about renewable energies and energy in general, they're having the wrong subjects. They're having the wrong conversations. It's not about wind turbines and solar panels and that. It's actually about batteries. We need more development into batteries, and do you know what? Elon Musk has done good in this, because Elon Musk has developed and pushed the development into new batteries, into more advanced batteries that can hold more. That's what we actually need. We need better batteries on a large scale that can hold electric. And then the second topic I want to talk about is the energy prices. Now, actually, I'll tell you why. If you're with Octopus, let's say, they say that they have 100% renewable energy, right? They basically an energy provider, not generator. An energy provider buys guarantees off the global market and that is basically a guarantee where that energy has come from. Now it can either come from fossil fuels or renewable energies, right? Octopus says they get their guarantees 100% from renewable energies, yeah? But unfortunately, that it doesn't actually matter where you get that guarantee from, because the price is actually linked to the global market price, which the global market price is filled with fossil fuels, which ultimately has made the price skyrocket. Fossil fuels has. So in actual fact, renewable energies, if Octopus solely had the price just on renewable energies, then it would be cheaper. But because the global market price of energy, which is predominantly fossil fuels, the price is skyrocketed. So it actually means that no, it doesn't actually matter. The only way that you can actually make your bills cheaper is if you personally had solar panels or a wind turbine and you had batteries to store that power. That's what you actually need. You actually need batteries to store the power. Like, it's pointless having solar panels or wind turbines or any of that. It's pointless having any of that if you haven't got batteries to store the power. Because that's how you get through like winter and things like that, is by having batteries. Now, have we got good enough batteries? Well, they're not 100%, but that's what we've got to work with. That's why there needs to be more development into batteries for renewable energies, to make it more capacity for renewable energy to be stored. But I think there's wrong arguments being had. Like, I really do. I think people who dislike renewable energy are talking about how wind turbines don't spin when there's no wind, and solar panels don't generate electric when there's no sun. Well, that's not true. Number one, solar panels do generate electric when there's no sun. Like, it's just obviously less. That's all it is. But that's the wrong conversation to have, because you shouldn't be basically getting power from solar panels and wind turbines and then using that straight to your house. You shouldn't be doing that. Like, you should be putting it into a battery first and then taking it from the battery. Do you know what I mean? So then you're then storing up that power that you're not using. So guys, that's all I've got to say on that for today. I hope you can do your own research into this, but I hope this has been kind of informative. I'm not an expert, just what I've kind of figured out and done some research on. See you later, guys.